Mic check 1 2 3 4 5. Mic check 1 2 3 4 5. Check check 1 2. Check check 1 2 3 4 5. Check check 1 2. Oh, you want me to do my goal call? All right. Shore sends it across. Hold of Phillips. Phillips to Jam. Jam with a shiny scars. He's laughing like it's was a good laugh or oh shush.
All right, check 1 2, check 1 2. This is just I do nothing special, so whatever you hear, that's me.
And check 1 2. This is the cordless mic. I will be much louder than Sarah, who is very soft. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. The following is a presentation of Black Bear Sports Group. Watch the entire 2025-2026 United States Premier Hockey League season exclusively on the new home of USPHL Hockey, Black Bear TV. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Mount Clemens Ice Arena. We're located approximately 30 minutes northeast of Motown, Detroit, in Mount Clemens, Michigan. It is doubleheader Thursday here at MCIA. Our first matchup is in USPHL Elite play and features the former USPHL Elite Midwest Division champions, the Metro Jets Elite, who will face off against the Chicago Crush Elite. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the Metro Jets Hockey Club upon the flight deck, alongside color analyst Black Bear TV broadcast producer Matt Naiman. And Matt, for the next 48 hours, we're going to get to know the Chicago Crush Hockey Organization quite well.
Yeah, 4 games, 2 days. It's going to be a handful. It's going to be a lot of Chicago, but you know, as we were talking with them downstairs, it's going to be some good hockey. All the games have been within a goal or two. I mean, they play a really good game, and just like he had said, it's those small things that they got to take care of out there on the ice, and you're going to have some really, really good hockey.
Well, let's jump right into the Troy Oral Surgery pregame show for all your oral surgery needs, from facial trauma reconstruction, oral pathology, pre- and post-prosthetic surgery, and more. Dr. Robert John, a guy we know very well.
You know, isn't that almost an ironic advertisement for hockey?
Yeah, it kind of is.
Surgery, dental, you know.
Right. Of course, you know Dr. Robert John is an oral and maxillofacial surgeon, offers a full scope of oral maxillofacial surgical procedures. With almost 25 years of experience, Dr. John brings a unique combination of medical expertise, precision, and compassionate care to the practice. Learn more at TroyOralSurgery.com. As we jump right in for this, and Matt Naiman, these two teams know each other quite well. This is already the 6th meeting of the season between these two clubs, and so far the Chicago Crush Elite has the upper hand, 4-0-0-1. The one loss came in a shootout at Summit Ice Center in Lockport, Illinois, back on November the 7th. As the Jets Elite defeating the Crush Elite in a shootout 2-1.
Yeah, and that was one heck of a game, and you know we know that both these teams compete. It's a good hockey game between these two elite programs here, and it's fun to watch them play.
The Metro Jets currently second in the USPHL Elite Midwest Division, 13 wins, 5 losses, 1 overtime loss, 27 points. They're 18 points back of the Crush, but with 6 games in hand, making today's and tomorrow's game that much more important.
Yeah, very important, because you're looking, even if they take all those games, that's 12 points, right? And so they're still going to be a little short. You know, the Crush are going to keep winning games, so that's going to extend that. So these 2 games are very, very important, considering we are coming very close to the halfway point of the season here for these boys.
The Jets going 2-2 at the USPHL Detroit Showcase just prior to Thanksgiving. They've won their last 2 and are 6-3-1 in their last 10 games. Let's take a look at the players making an impact so far this season for the Metro Jets Elite, and we start with the leading scorer of the Metro Jets Elite. Wears number 77. It is the 19-year-old from Lapeer, Michigan, second-year competitor Aiden Racosta. Racosta, 5 goals, 8 assists, 13 points on the season.
Yeah, he's already, you know, last year he had 47 games played with this elite program and had 12 points with 3 goals, 9 assists. So he's already improving, and we're not even halfway through the season. So this is going to be a young man that we're going to be looking to shine in this elite program. Second
on the team in scoring. Wears number 42 for the Jets Elite, the 20-year-old from Buffalo Narrows, Saskatchewan, Grayson Laprise. Laprise, 7 goals, 5 assists, 12 points on the season, and that's despite missing a couple of games earlier in the season due to a lower body injury. When he came back, which was the USPHL Fort Wayne Showcase, he set the world on fire in Fort Wayne.
He did. He came back, and he came back with a purpose and a vengeance, and he's been really good as of late, and with 4 goals and 7 assists last year with 11 points. You know, look where he's at. He's already missed some of the this season, and he's already up where he was last year.
Third on the team in scoring, one of the originals of the Metro Jets Elite, wears number 2, the 20-year-old from Mount Clemens native, Tyler Dix, 6 goals, 5 assists, 11 points on the season for Dix, who is 3rd all-time in career points in the Jets Elite. He is the all-time leader in games played in Metro Jets Elite history with 105 games.
Yeah, with 48 games just last year, and he's going to be racking those on this year. He had 42 points last year in his 48 games, so he's a bit behind on where he needs to be, but he's one that we know that at any time he can just light it up.
Another player, one of the original Metro Jets from that inaugural 2023-2024 season, is also the highest scorer amongst defensemen. Wears number 48 for the Metro Jets Elite. The 18-year-old from South Bend, Indiana, Sam Hansen. Hansen, 1 goal, 8 assists, 9 points on the season. You want to talk about a player that's the definition of development? Look no further than that number 48 is Sam Hansen.
Hansen has just been, a joy to watch and see him improve through the time here with the Metro Jets, and let alone his mother, right? She is just awesome. Coming here, all the pictures we get,
Jill
all the
Hansen
pictures we see.
Brings us coffee now.
Yeah. I mean, it's
when
awesome.
Like Kathy Peacock does with the Metro Jets premiere, Jill Hansen has taken that role on the Metro Jets Elite side.
And by the way, where is that?
She ain't here today. She's not going to be here today. 5th in the team in scoring is out due to a lower body injury. That's Carson Stomp. So 5th in the team overall in scoring amongst the players dressed is another defenseman. 2nd year with the Metro Jets. Wears number 19, the 19-year-old from Newcastle, New South Wales, in his native country of Australia. It's Scott Jua. Jua, 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points in a season. Like Hansen, the development from last year to this year for Jua has been outstanding.
Yeah, the man down under, right?
Yes,
and
indeed.
That's what I told him. It needs to be his goal song. We need to play, and he loved that idea. He thought that was so cool. But he is just, you had him for the play-by-play with you up here.
He did a great job, by the way.
He's just an all-around great kid. One thing I would like to see from this Elite D line is to start getting some more goals. They've been shy. They've been shy on the blue line for goals this season. So it'd be nice to see those guys start opening it up, crashing the net, getting some rebounds, getting some more assists. Not even necessarily goals, but getting the assists in, fire it in from the blue line, get some traffic out there in front of the net.
And answering the call in goal today for the Metro Jets Elite, wears number 32, 2nd year with the Metro Jets. The 19-year-old of St. Clair Shores, Michigan, at 32, Brendan Dreisbach. Dreisbach is the bona facto number 1 goaltender in this Metro Jets Elite program. 6 wins, 3 losses, 1 overtime losses. 2 of those wins coming via shutout. A 176 goals against average, a 926 save percentage. Dreisbach has taken that number 1 goaltender moniker by the horns, and he's running with it.
Yeah, and he's doing a great job. The previous year he had 2 games with MJDP with a 786 and 557 goals against. Not so great. Goes over to the Elite with 11 games, 276 goals against, 902. And so he was doing great there in the Elite, and he's doing even better this year. And this is definitely a goaltender for this Elite team that is going to shine.
And Dreisbach has seen the Chicago Crush on 2 occasions this season, allowing a total of 4 goals in 2 games, and he was a goalie of record in the Jets' 2-1 shootout victory over the Chicago Crush. The team to our left play their home games in the Summit Ice Center in Lockport, Illinois, about 15 minutes northeast of Joliet. They are number 1 in the USPHL Elite Midwest Division. They are number 1 overall in the USPHL Elite rankings. 22 wins, 2 losses, no overtime losses, with that 1 shootout loss at the hands of the Metro Jets. 45 points. They went 3-1 here at the USPHL Detroit Showcase. Won the last 2, 8-1, 0-1 in their last 10 games.
Yeah, this Chicago Crush team has been doing very well as of late. And talking with Bushbacher out in the lobby there, the stuff that we had talked about, doing the little things. He needs to get his group to start doing the little things, the battles, get some guys in front of the net to block pucks and get those in there. If they can do those little things and get those going, then, imagine how much better this team is going to be playing the remainder of this season.
And the reason why this team is so good is that guy right there. Wears number 6 for the Chicago Crush, a 17-year-old from Orland Park, Illinois, Giovanni Rizzo. Rizzo, 4th overall in USPHL Elite in scoring. 12 goals, 23 assists, 35 points on the season.
Yeah, and that's just, great for him. He had 3 games, 2024-25, Orlando Park Vikings U16. 36 games played, 6 assists, 4 goals, and 10 points total. So he's obviously improved. He's one of their go-to guys.
Second on the team in scoring, is also the highest scoring defenseman on the roster. Wears number 57 for the Crush, the 18-year-old from Glen Ellen, Illinois, Ramsey Paulo. Paulo, 11 goals, 17 assists, 28 points on the season. And for good measure, he's the highest scoring defenseman overall in USPHL Elite play.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of their solid blue line guys. He's one that he is not shy about firing it in from the blue line. He'll get those rebounds. He'll make sure that he fires that shot in such a way that there's a rebound out front, and that to help his guys out to get the goals, and he racks up his A's.
Third of the team in scoring, wears number 98 for the Crush. It is the 18-year-old from Orland Park, Illinois, Brendan Hirschbach. Hirschbach so far, 10 goals, 13 assists, 23 points on the season. And like the majority of this Chicago Crush Elite squad, they have seen a little bit of time on the Premier side.
Yeah, and even for last year, or part of this year, I guess you could say, with 3 games with the Crush, with the 3 games, 1 assist, but then the Chicago Sabres with the U18, 44 games played, 12 points total with 9 goals, 3 assists. So we know that's a kid that's definitely improved, looking to get better, and they're going to be leaning on him as one of their first liners.
The 2 players tied for 4th on the team in scoring, Chase Kaufman and Hunter Pope. We're going to see them both later on today in the USPHL Premier game, MGDP against Chicago Crush. So the 4th highest scorer on the team amongst the players dressed, wears number 87 for the Crush, the 17-year-old from Mount Prospect, Illinois. It is Chris Funk. Funk so far, 9 goals, 10 assists, 19 points on the season. Like many of these players on the Chicago Crush, coming from that potent Central States Development Hockey League in the Chicagoland area.
Yeah, and Funk, with what he's got going on, he's they got 6 top line guys, even 7, I guess you could say, that they could put anywhere on any line, and they shine, they work, they get the assists, they get goals, they get their points. They're all contributors, and so that's a great thing to have on a team like this.
5th in the team in scoring is one half of the Adolfino twins. This one wears number 27, the 19-year-old from Wilmington, Illinois, Blake Adolfino. Adolfino, 4 goals, 13 assists, 17 points of the season.
Yeah, and Adolfino, he's just an all-around guy. He's their 7th guy, I guess you could say. And with the Crush Elite last year, with 19 games played, 1 goal, 5 assists, only 6 points. He had the Chicago Sabres, the previous, with the U16. And so he's a kid that we've seen in the program, and you can just see the improvement in him. You can see his numbers, and it's just great to see.
And answering the call in goal here this afternoon for the Chicago Crush, wears number 33, the 17-year-old from Hoffman Estates, Illinois. It's Hayden Raby. Raby, so far this season, record of 9 wins, 1 loss, a 140 goals against average. And you know my favorite stat, save percentage. How about this? .941 save percentage for Raby, one of the top goaltenders statistic-wise in the USPHL Elite.
Yeah, and this is I think we're going to see one heck of a game here today, and this is going to turn out to be a goaltender's duel here today. We got 2 great goaltenders going against each other.
No doubt about it. You've been listening to the Troy Oral Surgery pregame show. For all your oral surgery needs, from facial trauma reconstruction, oral pathology, pre and post prosthetic surgery, and more, Dr. Robert John, an oral maxillofacial surgeon, offers a full scope of oral and maxillofacial surgical procedures with almost 25 years of experience. Dr. John brings a unique combination of medical expertise, precision, and compassionate care to the practice. Learn more at TroyOralSurgery.com as we jump right in to Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop pregame interview. Tim Hortons locations throughout the Metro Detroit area, including one less than a mile down the road from us here at MCIA. Get your morning started right for a quick pick-me-up during the day. That's Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. And normally we have one guy up here, but, we like the Chicago Crush so much. They're such good friends of the Metro Jets. We're family, first of all. It's hockey, so we're all family, right? But we figured, why not have 2 guests here for our first of 2 Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop's pregame interviews with the Chicago Crush. General Manager, Head Coach, Chicago Crush, Phil Bushbacher, Assistant Coach, Dean Hopper, joins us up here in the broadcast. Gentlemen, how was the trip coming up here this morning?
For me, it was great. We left last night, so
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we were able to get in, get some rest, all that type of stuff. Obviously, big games against the Jets every time we play you, so we want to make sure our guys are ready. So I'll let my boss talk a little bit too here.
Couple hours sleep could have helped out a bit, but yeah, we're happy to be here this morning. Yep.
Well, the last time you guys were here was, well, one of your last games was at the USPHL Detroit Showcase for both the Premier and Elite. We'll stick to Elite today. I'm going to bring you back later on today to talk about Premier stuff. But we're all about Elite today. 22-2-0-1. Best team in the USPHL Elite. Is that expected? Are you surprised by this? Or
I mean, I always say the expectation is never to be the best team in the league, but I think that we've done a great job the last couple of years. Obviously, I think the track record speaks for itself at the level, but not super surprising considered the personnel we have coming back. But at the end of the day, all the credit goes to the players. They put the gear on, they put the investment in, and very proud of them so far. We also reiterate to them, you've done a great job, but you've also put a pretty big target on your back over the last 3 years. So you have to bring your A game every day, and today's going to be no different for that.
the only team in the USPHL Elite Midwest Division to have made 2 appearances at the USPHL National Championships. Guys, talk about how special Giovanni Rizzo is.
You can start.
Gio's a hard worker. He's a great teammate, and he's working well with his line mates, and he's really flourished this season so far. Yeah,
and Gio's a great example of what Crush Hockey's all about. He played Central States hockey last year, which is our top AA level in the Midwest for us. Didn't really get an opportunity to showcase his skills and decided to trust us with his development this year. And as Dean said, couldn't be happier with him. As a person, impeccable. As a player, fantastic. He really is what this is all about in this level. This level's about development. He's really personified that.
We've talked about all the time on Metro Jets Hockey Club broadcasts about how good, how potent a Central States Development Hockey League is. It's listed as AA, but between us 3 guys here, that's some serious AAA hockey to me.
It's quasi AAA, yeah.
Pretty much.
Right there,
Yeah.
right there. It's close.
Yeah, we always make the joke in Illinois it's like AA&1/2, right? You have great programs there, whether it's the West Dundee Leafs, the Vikings, where we have a lot of players coming from,
The Blues.
Afton Americans, Chesterfield, teams from Colorado, Florida have come in and out. So, it's AA in name only as far as we're concerned.
And they travel a lot, so they get used to this type of schedule. It's a good breeding ground for this. Yeah.
For sure. A little bit of history for you. 1989-1990 season, the inaugural year of what is now the Metro Jets Hockey Club, started in the Central States Development Hockey League.
There you go, 1989, great year. That's the year I was born,
you're
so
born- you're
fantastic.
89,
year.
really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
You guys are making me feel old now. So this is the 6th meeting of the season already between the Crush Elite and the Jets Elite. You guys know each other pretty well at this point. What do the Crush need to do to come out of here with one victory? At least one victory, maybe 2.
You want to kick this one off?
Well, we don't take it lightly. The Jets, the Metro gave us a great game, a couple times now. So we know that this team, on any given day, we got to bring it to get a W. So we're ready. We're ready for the fight. We're ready for the battle.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is going game by game, right? Obviously, it's easy to look at the schedule and get caught up in who's coming and who's going, all that type of thing. But we know that Metro is one of the only teams that has beaten us this year. The shootout game, the 14-round shootout. But every game has been tough, whether it's been the games in Fort Wayne, the games in Chicago, the game a couple weeks ago here. It's a game played on details. And, the Jets are well coached. They have a good roster as well, disciplined team. To me, these are the games that as a coach is fun to be a part of, right? And it really says a lot about our group, how they played today, right? And sticking to the game plan, the details. And again, we always tell our guys, go one game at a time. What's yesterday is yesterday. What's tomorrow is tomorrow. You got to attack the present. So that's how we're going to approach it today.
Well, gentlemen, go get the boys fired up.
Yep.
Certainly
Thank
appreciate
you.
your time.
Appreciate
We'll see
your
you
time,
back
Pat.
here in a couple hours.
All right, I'll be
Appreciate
ready.
it. Thank you so much. This has been the Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop pregame interview. We're going to take a short time out, come right back for pregame ceremonies, opening drop of the puck. You're watching Metro Jets Hockey live exclusively on Black Bear TV. Appreciate you, brother. And welcome back to Mount Clemens Ice Arena. We're located approximately 30 minutes northeast of Motown, Detroit, in Mount Clemens, Michigan. It's doubleheader Thursday here at MCIA. First matchup in USPHL Elite play and features the Metro Jets Elite against the Chicago Crush Elite. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the Metro Jets Hockey Club up high in the flight deck alongside Matt Naiman. Our color analyst, Black Bear TV broadcast producer, Tyler Naiman, as always, man, the controls on the camera. And a little bit later on today, we'll hear the sweet, subtle tones of Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club on ice reporter Sarah Vassar. A member of United States Figure Skating, USFS, whether your focus in figure skating is individual, competition, testing, or recreational, MCFSC is for you. All these opportunities, as well as becoming a part of the Speedler family of figure skating, are available to you when you become a member. Let's jump right into the Golden Greek scratches for the game. Before and after the game, located right across the street from MCIA. The official restaurant of the Metro Jets Hockey Club had a great breakfast this morning, didn't you, Matt?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, always good there. We look forward to going there when we can, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I mean, just fantastic food there. All home-style, fresh cooked,
Indeed.
Everything. It's great.
Scratches first for the Chicago Crush. Scratch number 15 of Henry Prater. Scratch number 26 of Jace Brindle. Scratch number 89 of Parker Lewandowski. Scratch number 91, Dominic DiMatteo. Scratch number 94, Hamad Khan. Scratch number 20 of Alex Hodge. Scratch number 74 of Chase Kaufman. Scratch number 28 of Giovanni Badalico, and scratch number 31 of Cooper Lancy. For the Metro Jets, scratch number 29 of Aiden Binkley. Also scratch number 43 of Carson Stomp. Scratch number 58 of Spencer Stanhope. And that's it.
No more.
Easy peasy. A little bit later on, it'll be the Metro Junior Jets Hockey Organization starting lineups. The Metro Junior Jets, Mount Clemens Hockey Club, offer Little Jets Learn to Skate program, house and travel hockey programs for girls and boys. The Junior Jets are also the only organization in Michigan that fields a parent junior A hockey program. Matter of fact, there's 3 of them here at MCIA. A true development ladder, some of the most experienced coaches in Metro Detroit. It is the Metro Junior Jets Hockey Organization. And we would, of course, like to welcome team principal, team owner, Mr. Pete Kamick has made an appearance here today at MCIA. It was too hot in Florida. He wanted to come up and experience some of the cold.
No, he didn't.
It is currently 18 degrees here in Mount Clemens, Michigan. He's like, you know what? It's 88 degrees down in Tampa. It's too hot.
He could have brought some of the weather up with him.
He said he wanted to come up. I want to wear the earmuffs. I want to wear the big jacket. You know, we're going to talk to Pete Kamick a little bit later on today in the broadcast. We do have Phil Bushmacher scheduled to come back for our Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop pregame interview for the MJDP Chicago Crush premier game. But we will have Pete Kamick come up during one of those broadcasts. And you're wondering, well, why is that? We'll tell you later.
There's going to be a special announcement.
Yes. We'll
leave it at that, so you guys stay tuned in. And
it could happen in this game. It could happen in the next game.
And it's, we were talking about it briefly, when we could, Matt, and I think it's pretty cool.
Indeed it is. This is the 6th of 7 meetings between the Jets and the Crush Elite already. The final meeting of the regular season is tomorrow.
Yeah.
December 5th, right back here, Mount Clemens Ice Arena. Same bat time, same bat channels. 11:45, Troy Oral Surgery pregame show, face-off at 12:15. Followed behind, like today, it'll be tomorrow as well. MJDP, Chicago Crush, USPHL Premier Play. Troy Oral Surgery pregame show immediately following the Elite game, with face-off 15 minutes after warm-ups.
Yeah, and for those of you tuning in here today, they're going to be warming up on the dirty ice. They're going to be going right back to back. So
they're so dirty.
Yeah, we got a special call into Black Bear. They're going to be keeping an eye on the broadcast to cut it right at the end of ours, start the next one. So you guys tuning in that want to watch both games, please be sure to switch your channel.
So just about set to go. Waiting for both teams to make their way out onto the ice.
And again, another rare thing where it's warmer in the arena.
It's been that way for a couple days now, hasn't it?
Yeah, they said there's an issue with the heat. So
okay, all right.
We will see. I guess they're waiting
it's
on
all the hot air. It's all the hot air
something.
coming from the flight deck.
Yeah, you're here.
Hey, that's what it is. It's all the hot air coming from the flight deck.
Or is it from Tyler?
Right. Right.
It could go either way on that one.
So just about set to go.
Or is it from one of our refs? Because
could be.
we do have Alexi here.
You know, Phil, we're talking about Phil Bushbacher, one of the busiest men in the USPHL. General manager and head coach of the Chicago Crush Premier and Elite. He is also director of operations for the Chicago Cougars and the Chicago T-Rex. Yeah. We're going to dive into that a little bit later in our second Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop pregame interview with Bushbacher later today. But his main focus is here with the Crush, but he also in hockey operations with the other two teams they share Summit Ice Arena with.
Yeah, I mean, that's where him and Quinville have a lot in common. Because Quinville does it for all three teams. Yep. He's doing it for all theirs. And I've seen them almost pull their hair out under the stresses of what they do, and they still do a fantastic job doing it. So
let's jump in.
Hats off to them.
Let's jump into the Metro Junior Jets hockey organization starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to Mount Clemens Ice Arena. Our first game of our doubleheader Thursday here at MCIA. This matchup in United States Premier Hockey League Elite play and features your Metro Jets, who will face off against the Chicago Crush. Here are the starting lineups, and first for the visitors out of Lockport, Illinois, the Chicago Crush. Starting at left wing, the 17-year-old from Orland Park, Illinois, the number 6, Giovanni Rizzo. Starting at center, the 19-year-old from St. Charles, Illinois, the 97, Nico Dugan. Starting at right wing, the 19-year-old from Germantown, Maryland, the number 2, Lucas Gold. Starting on defense, the 17-year-old from Winnetka, Illinois, the 26, Micah Jenkins. Also on defense, the 18-year-old from Glen Ellen, Illinois, the 57, Ramsey Paulo. And in goal, the 17-year-old from Hoffman Estates, Illinois, the 33 of Hayden Araby. General manager, head coach, the Chicago Crushers, Phil Bushbacher. And now, the starting lineup for your Metro Jets Elite. Starting at left wing, the 16-year-old from Northville, Michigan, the 52, Jonah Clark. At center, the 18-year-old from Lake Orion, Michigan, the 66, Braden Brown. At right wing, the 18-year-old from Gaylord, Michigan, the 67, Grady Smith. Also on defense, recently played his 150th career junior game, the 19-year-old from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, the 28, Max Lee. Also on defense, the 18-year-old from Colorado Springs, Colorado, the 88, Gavin Otto. And starting in goal, the 19-year-old from St. Clair Shores, Michigan, the 32, Brendan Breisbach. Head coach of the Metro Jets Elite is Danny Vanderweel, assisted today by Jake Howie. Ladies and gentlemen, this time, would you please rise as you are able for the playing of our national anthem.
Pre-game ceremony is complete. National anthem is played. It's time to play the first of two on a Thursday afternoon here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. This matchup in USPHL Elite play. The referee is Danny Vanderlander. The linesmen are Dan Oleski as well as Bob Walters. As we jump in, the 6 of 7 meetings this season between the Metro Jets and Chicago Crush in USPHL Elite play. Metro Jets, of course, are the home team, playing their first true home game, regular season home game since October 15th here at MCIA. That does not include the USPHL Detroit Showcase. Wearing the home blues, the white and red trim. They're skating right to left on your television screen, while the Chicago Crush, the current points leaders and defending USPHL Elite Midwest Division champions, play their home games at the Summit Ice Center in Lockport, Illinois, about 15 minutes northeast of Joliet. They are the road team today, wearing the white uniforms, yellow, orange, red, blue, gray, and black trim. They are skating left to right on your Black Bear TV dial, and we're underway. Matt Damon with some USPHL Elite play.
Yeah, this is, I think we're in for a good matchup. Just like I said, I think this is going to be a goaltender's duel, and we're going to be in for one heck of a game here.
Grady Smith grabs the puck there for the Jets, feeds it over to Braden Graham. And offside the call. Braden Graham's last game, well, it was a heck of a game. He had the 3-goal hat trick in the last game of the USPHL Detroit Showcase for the Metro Jets Elite.
Yeah, he just kept going on that game too, man. That was just...
Yeah, he did. Scored 3 of the 4 goals in that 4-3 shootout victory over the Hershey Cubs. Of course, the shootout game winner was Sam Hansen.
Yeah, that was, man... I think all of us, everybody's jaw dropped when he did that. That was just an awesome feat for that young man, and that was a happy mom moment right there.
Speaking of Sam Hansen, dumps it in. Good to see Ronnie Lubers back on the ice in the 62 machine. The last time he was here, of course, had the crash awkwardly into the boards over there to take it to the mat sign. Behind goaltender Hayden Raby as Dreisbach makes a save.
Yeah, he had us all scared there for a minute. He was out on the ice, laying down on the ice there for a good, 20 minutes.
Dmitry Aksanov looking for Lubers, instead found the 23 of Colton Flukas. Puck comes across there for the number 10 of Eric Kohler. Kohler feeds it back, was looking for the 98 of Brendan Hirschbach. Finds the 8 of Alex Guida. Guida had it knocked away. Picked up there by Lubers. Lubers kicks it into the crush zone. Picked up by Eric Kohler. Kohler behind the net. He'll send it cross ice past the 87 of Chris Funk. Feeds it back. Knocked away by Grayson Laprise. Laprise taking it away from the 12 of Brandon Adolfino. One of the 2 Adolfino twins on the crush roster. Their second season with the crush. The 12 is Brandon Adolfino. The 27 is Blake Adolfino. The 19-year-old twins from Wilmington, Illinois. Brings back the days of the Spiridonicus twins here with the Metro Jets Elite.
Yeah, that was a fun time, wasn't it?
Yeah, whatever. They stayed. They've been at home in Quebec the last couple years now after playing the inaugural season for the Metro Jets Elite. Scott Jewett to Aiden Ricosta. Ricosta brings it in. Ricosta with a shot. Save made by Raby. Comes back. Shores with a shot. Was blocked away there by Raby. And the puck comes out to the speedy Blake Adolfino. Pressure there by Connor Mulligan. Mulligan gets it out and does get down the neutral zone. Schwarzer feeds it back up to Mulligan. Mulligan's got a little speed, but was knocked away there by the 48 of Alex Yakomenko. And now picked up by Donovan Miller. Miller feeds it up to the 2 of Lucas Gold. Had it knocked away by Cam Maxwell, who sends the puck all the way down. It's been so long since the Metro Jets Elite have officially played a home game. We had to catch up on a few milestones. Amongst them, Cam Maxwell recently played his 100th career game. Since then, this is career game 106 for Maxwell, one of the original Metro Jets Elite players. We talked about it in the Metro Junior Jets Hockey Organization starting line. We'll talk about Max Lee here in a second.
Yeah, a milestone with Max Lee.
Yeah, played career game number 150 back on November 23rd in that victory by the Jets over the Chicago Cougars here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena during the USPHL Detroit Showcase. We'll talk about that here in a second. Here comes Noah Chambers with a shot. He scores! Noah Chambers! Just a routine wrist shot that eluded Hayden Raby, and Noah Chambers, the 20-year-old from Grand Blanc, Michigan, picks up the goal, his 4th of the season. And the Metro Jets Elite strike first. They lead 1-0.
Well, with the way the Chicago Crush Elite team can play, the Jets needed to jump out first. They had to, because we know this Jets Elite can play, and they are not going to take a shot like that and a goal like that lightly. They're going to be coming back.
And that's a goal Hayden Arabi wants to have back. It was just a routine wrist shot that just somehow eluded Raby.
Yeah, and it didn't look like there was any type of tip that,
No,
get
nothing
the
really.
angle off a little bit like that. So, yeah, it's just one. The timing on that was just a little off, and definitely one that he's going to want back.
Big hit there by Braden Graham.
Into the linesman.
On Brandon Hirschbach, and here comes Graham. Remember, he had that hat trick. Back over to Matty Phillips with a shot. Save made there by Raby. Comes back to Gavin Otto. Bouncing puck goes wide. Boy, Matty Phillips about had his first career goal as a Metro Jet.
Oh, he did, but they're doing a great job. They're putting that shot in, and at any given time, they got one or two guys crashing the net looking for that rebound.
Noah Chambers with the goal. On the assist from Eli Schwarzer and Cam Maxwell at 3:22. Chambers is fourth of the season, has given the Metro Jets a 1-0 lead.
Metro Jets' first goal, his fourth goal of the season, scorer by number 59, Noah Chambers. Assisted by number 54, Eli Schwarzer, and number 81, Cam Maxwell. Time of the goal, 3:22 the first period. That's a Jets' first goal. Chambers is fourth of the season from Schwarzer and Maxwell, the 3-minute 22-second mark of the first period.
I was going to jump in on some stuff, Matt, but there was a whistle. So no need to, so I just kept it quiet.
Fine.
Yeah.
Chambers started the year with the Bold City Battalion in the USPHL Premier play before coming back home to the great state of Michigan. Actually played last year, Chambers, with the Flint Lumberjacks, the APHL, a semi-pro team. Kind of along the lines, probably like a step or two off from the FPHL, the old Motor City Rockers, Port Huron Prowlers. Well, the Flint Lumberjacks, it's the American Professional Hockey League, which is it's like a step or two below the FPHL.
Yep.
It's
still some good hockey, though.
It's still some good hockey, yeah. Sam Hansen trying to feed it up, knocked away, and picked up by Grayson Laprise. Laprise now brings it in. Second year with the Jets, and he's knocked to the ice. And picked up by Eric Kohler. Kohler up to the 97. Nico Dugan was knocked away and picked up by Scott Jua. Jua tried to get it through the legs of Yakomenko. And the puck goes all the way down the Jet zone. Icing negated, forces Jua to play the puck. Pressured there by the two, Lucas Gold. Rizzo had it knocked away. Laprise tries to get it out. A little bit of help from Jason Shores. And does get it out in the neutral zone. Picked up by Donovan Miller. Miller off the boards to Nico Dugan. Dugan waits, trying to feed it up to the 87 of Chris Funk. Goes all the way down and icing the call. 13:50 to go here in the first period. Shots on goal, Matt Naiman, already 6-2 in favor of the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets had a stint of some really good pressure, quite a few shots, and just from the one line. Majority, 4 out of 6 of those shots were just from the one line.
As we mentioned, the Chicago Crush 22-2-0-1. They didn't get their first regulation loss of the season until November 1st during the USPHL Midwest Showcase, hosted by the Fort Wayne Spacemen. The high-powered Hampton Roads Whalers defeated the Crush by a score of 5-1.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, with talking with you and everything, with the way they started that season, that even really opened up our eyes. We were like, wow, these guys, they're in it, right? And so it's great to see. It's good to see some good, close, tight competition here within the league.
Shot there, saved by Dreisbach. Rebound comes out. Puck is loose. Net comes off the moorings.
And they're looking. No goal.
The Crush only other loss came here at Mount Cummins Ice Arena.
Yeah, it was right there on the line under his leg.
Wow.
It was close. It was close.
The only other loss by the Crush came here at Mount Cummins Ice Arena over at Rink 2. A 2-1 loss to the Charlotte Rush. So the only 2 regulation losses by the Crush have come against 2 of the top teams in the USPHL Elite Southeast Division. And, of course, as we mentioned, that shootout loss coming at the hands of these Metro Jets on November 7th. That USPHL Elite, overall, it's a lot of fun to watch.
Oh, yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
The competition is so tight.
Well, and just look at even with the Premier and Elite, just the standings and how tight some of these standings are becoming. And we're just getting, some teams have hit that halfway point, These Jets here are just before this halfway point, and already the standings are really, really tight.
Yeah, Metro Jets, this is their 20th game of the season. So they won't hit the halfway point of the year until the first game of the USPHL Chicago Showcase next week, which will be December 12th. The game against the Red River Spartans Elite on December 12th. The post rebound comes out. Puck is still loose. Jammerger's right there. Couldn't jam it home. So, yeah, December 12th at Summit Ice Center against the Red River Spartans. That'll mark the halfway point of the season for this Metro Jets Elite team. For the Crush, this is already their 26th game of the season. They are well past the halfway point.
Considering, I believe, if my recollection is correct, that, they spent the majority of their season on the road with that. Or was that
last
year's
season
situation, yeah.
As a little bit of helmet correction on Hayden Araby.
Which even then, last year, with them doing that.
Oh, that's what made last year so special.
Exactly, and they still did good.
Despite
they
not
really
playing a single home game last year, the Chicago Crush made it all the way to the USPHL Elite National Championship.
And that's tough to do when you're the road team for 3/4 of the year. I mean, it was every bit of 3/4 of the year.
And they gave the last game there at the Ice Vault in Wayne, New Jersey. I called that game against the Islanders Hockey Club. They gave the Islanders Hockey Club all they could handle.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a fun game to call. So Danny Gertner, the backup goaltender, giving Hunter Hayden Araby his mask, while Gertner will go fix Raby's mask.
Well, there you go.
That's the definition of teammate right there.
Right there, yeah. Yeah, because I'll tell you what, goaltenders, that is like the sacred jewel of a goaltender.
Oh, your mask?
You don't touch the mask.
No.
Right? And for him to do that, it's, call it superstition, call it whatever. But for him to do something like that, that is 100%, for the team.
And good on Danny Gertner, the 19-year-old from Berwyn, Illinois. The backup goaltender today to Hayden Araby. Here comes Tyler Dix, the all-time career leader in games played in Metro Jets Elite history. Playing career game number 105 today. It's a lot of hockey. Third season, one of the original members of the Metro Jets Elite from the inaugural 2023-2024 season.
Yeah, that's me.
Can you name the others?
Whistle down for a hand pass.
Can you name the two others?
I kind of wasn't paying attention, man. I was watching the play.
That's
Sorry.
all right. Tyler Dix is one of the three original Metro Jets Elite teammates from the inaugural 2023-2024 season. Tyler Dix is one. Who are the other two? They're both playing today, obviously.
You're going to make me look.
You can. I'll just tell you, 48 is Sam Hansen, 81 Cam Maxwell. The three original members of the Metro Jets Elite.
The veterans of the Metro Jets
Yes,
Elite.
indeed. Yes, indeed. As we know, with the Metro Jets Hockey Club, there's only one captain.
Yep.
Of course, that being Jake Taylor. But if there would be someone that would wear a C on this elite team, you can go either way with Diggs, Hansen, or Maxwell.
Yeah, definitely be one of those for sure, all day long.
Puck comes across, knocked away by Laprice and picked up by Scott Jua. Jua up to Aiden Racosta. Racosta will bring it in. Second year, knocked to the ice. Big, nice, clean hit there by Donovan Miller. The 17-year-old from Naperville, Illinois. Scott Jua will go back after it, being double-teamed there. Jua kicks it up. Nice awareness by Jua.
That really was. Putting his knee down and his foot on the corner there of the boards to keep the puck out in front of him.
And I do want to make a mention, he did such a good job on color for the last game of the USPHL Detroit Showcase, Metro Jets Chicago Crush premier game. He did such a good job, man.
And, that's something I think we need to start doing with the boys.
We're going to.
Give them a period. And we do have a special guest. He's actually going to get the full game, though.
Yes, he is.
He's going to get the total package.
He's going to get a complete regular season game, and we're talking about the captain, Jake Taylor. He's done everything else with the hockey organization.
He might as well do this, and heck, it gives me a break, especially if we can arrange it during a day when we don't have McKinder. That'll make it a lot easier.
Yeah, it would.
So,
picked up by Connor Mulligan. Mulligan brings it in. Sees it across, looking for Chambers. You know, Noah Chambers looks like he's about 35 years old.
That was some really great stick work by the number 6, Rizzo, getting his stick in the way there so he couldn't get his shot off. That was really good stick work.
That was Giovanni Rizzo, the 6th, the scoring leader for the Crush. 4th overall in USPHL Elite. Picked up there by the Crush. Micah Jenkins sends it in. Wrapped around, picked up by Max Lee. Quick pass to Grady Smith off the stick of Jonah Clark. And Smith will send it in. Smith's seen some time with both the Jets Elite and the Metro Jets Development Program on the Premier side. Clark was waiting there. Max Lee picks it up. And there is Max Lee. Played his 150th game. Back on November 23rd, the Jets' 7-0 victory over the Chicago Cougars. Between his premier and his
oh, wow, what a shot.
elite career, Ramsey Paulo just tied it up at 1 apiece.
He was able to beat him right around on the outside, go far side, top corner, right over the shoulder. That was a fantastic shot.
Ramsey Paulo, the 18-year-old from Glen Ellen, Illinois, has tied his game for the Crush with his 12th goal of the season. And we're tied at 1 apiece. Ramsey Paulo, probably the busiest player in USPHL Premier and Elite.
I like that one.
I do too. Paulo has played for 5 teams this year. The Crush Premier and Elite, the Chicago T-Rex Premier and Elite, and the Chicago Cougars Elite. He has been and we'll talk more with Phil Bushbacher about it in our next Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop pregame interview. The players have been jockeying back and forth as Dreisbach makes a save. Players have been jockeying back and forth between the 3 Chicago organizations.
Yeah.
And Paulo's, this is his 46th game of the year already.
Yeah, he was going to, just about halfway through. And
he's played a full season already.
That's a lot of hockey, but, that's a kid they can rely on, and he does the work that's needed to be done. And, right now the Jets were able to jump out front, which, kind of what I figured. They needed to do that. And especially with that, this Crush Elite team, they weren't going to sit back and take it. They came back. It's tied up now, so we got a whole fresh game now, just over halfway through with 7:30 left to go in this first period.
Ramsey Paulo, his 14th goal of the season, unassisted. At 11:44, has given the Crush a 1-1 tie. Actually, check that. Our apologies. That is his 12th goal of the season. Chicago Crush first goal. His 12th goal of the season. Scored by number 57, Ramsey Paulo. Unassisted at the 11:44.
So far the 4 checks for both teams are looking pretty good. Getting quite a bit of neutral, central ice, whatever you want to call it, right in the center here. Both teams just keep going back and forth and battling right now, and no one's really getting the big grade A opportunities on either end.
So discovered another quirk in the format.
Oh, no.
Yep. It adds both the Premier and Elite goals
to
the same. So it's Ramsey Paulo's 12th goal of the season in Elite. He does have 2 goals in Premier. So it's his 12th goal. We know what it reads on the score sheet. That is his 12th goal of the season. And there's still the issue of adding a 1 to everybody.
Yeah.
So for those in Black Bear Sports Group world listening, there's a second quirk on the score sheet.
And my understanding of that, though, is that issue is not even a Black Bear issue.
Oh.
My understanding of it. I may be wrong.
It's an issue nevertheless.
It is. I mean, and the only way around it that I can think of is you don't register the goal, and then when they get their next goal, then you register it, and now they're even, but now then you're still short a goal. So I don't know. I don't know, but it's something that they'll be working on. Everything's a work in progress. There's been a lot of changes made.
Yes.
Yeah, there's been a lot of changes made to stuff, and they're gonna work on it. We do what we can to help them out. There's a nice shot right there. Wow.
Goal. Noah Chambers. How about that? Chambers coming alive here in the home game. As Chambers, the 20-year-old from Grand Blanc, Michigan, second goal of the game, 5th of the season. And the Jets lead by a score of 2-1.
Again, caught him on that far side, put that puck right over his pad, under his glove. That was a fantastically placed shot right there.
Noah Chambers is second of the game.
So this is something, like I said, it's going to be a goaltender's duel. I mean, all those shots that have gone in so far are shots that, these goaltenders want back. So I'm not sure how you want to call it that pretty much all three of those shots weren't that they were out of position necessarily to say, but they just plainly just got beat.
Right. Noah Chambers, second of the game, 5th of the season. Puck is loose in front of goaltender Raby. And Chambers unassisted for now. We'll wait on the assists if there are any. Graham trying to feed it across, looking for Grady Smith.
And where he took that shot from, too.
It was an off-angle shot.
It really was. He was on the lower end of the circle down there. And
let's meet Hunter Raby, by the way. The goaltender, 17-year-old from Hoffman Estates, Illinois. His first year with the Chicago Crush. He's played 14 games this season, a 9-1 record, a 140 goals against average, 941 save percentage. Last two seasons with the HC Timberwolves U16 AA program in that Central States Development Hockey League. Last year, 12 games played, a 374 goals against average, and 865 save percentage for Raby. His first year with the Chicago Crush Elite. So it is Chambers unassisted at the 14-13 mark.
Metro Jets' second goal. His second goal of the game. 5th of the season. Score by number 59, Noah Chambers.
And that was just a fantastic shot. They got another one right there.
13 mark of the first period. Of the Jets' second goal. Chambers is second of the game. 5th of the season.
Chicago coming back out the other way. Take a quick shot. Need to cover that up. Ready for a face-off. Both teams got some fresh legs coming out on the ice for this change.
And you'd think that we would talk to Noah Chambers at the end of the first period, but we're going to save him a little bit later. We were mentioning during the Chicago Crush first goal about Max Lee.
Yeah.
His 150th game on Sunday, November 23rd. He has since played 151 on the 24th. Today is game number 152 for Max Lee. He will be our National Coney Island first period interview with Sarah Vassar. And I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, this could be Max Lee's first appearance.
I believe
in an
it
interview.
is. I believe it is, actually.
Sarah will confirm that for us. But I do believe this will be Max Lee's first time talking to Sarah Vassar on the ice.
She's listening, Matt.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're all green.
Yeah. Oh, she's all green. So
Yeah.
she will confirm for us
Yeah.
if that is indeed his first.
You can pipe in, Sarah, because I know you're listening.
Yeah.
She's ignoring us.
Yes, she is. That's all right. Well, she's signing autographs.
Oh, we
right
got
now.
a penalty coming up here.
Connor Mulligan, 2-minute monitor for slashing, which will put the Chicago Crush on the power play for the first time today.
It's going to give the Crush an opportunity to tie this up, and this is a team that can do it, as the statistician Matt Preer
13
will put up those numbers.
Indeed, 13.2% on the power play for the Crush. 9 goals, power play goals, and 68 opportunities with the man advantage. While the Metro Jets, 89% of the penalty kill, 18th best in the league. They have got 2 shorthanded goals. That is definitely something to keep an eye on. As Connor Mulligan heads to the box for the Jets. Crush, an opportunity to tie this game. They trail 2-1. One of the few times this season the Crush have trailed in a hockey game.
Oh, wow. What an opportunity there.
A big stop there. Now here comes Aiden Racosta. Racosta brings it in. Killing off some valuable time on his penalty kill.
Metro Jets penalty to number 55, Connor Mulligan. A 2-minute monitor for slashing.
Oh, so far, great job on both sides. Good opportunities. Good job on the Jets. Burning up that clock. There's a quick shot there. Gonna get that covered up.
Of the first period. That means the Metro Jets will go and take it to that Michigan athlete training penalty kill.
2:54 to go. Here
That was a big yawn. Wow.
What are you yawning for?
I didn't have any coffee up here.
I was coffeeed out at Gold Creek this morning.
not
Look at
me.
this. Look what I got.
I am in a coffee
Mr. Pibb Zero, baby.
right now.
Another shot there saved by Dreisbach. Let's go ahead and meet Brendan Dreisbach. Starting goaltender for the Metro Jets. Elite, the 19-year-old from St. Clair Shores, Michigan. He has been spectacular this season for the Jets. A 6-3, 1-0 record. Makes another save with a 175 goals against average, 925 save percentage, 2 shutouts this season. Start of the year last year, as you mentioned, the Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop, the Troy Oral Surgery pregame show. Start of the year with the Metro Jets development program on the Premier side. Wasn't the greatest for him, so he went to the Elite side, and he was dynamite. 11 games played, 276 goals against, a 902 save percentage, 1 shutout.
And that
a year ago
goes to show you the opportunity that lies within this program here. They have different options. I mean, sometimes going in like that, you get those little jitters or whatever you may call it. To have a couple games, they drop you down, you get more, and you just start getting more comfortable. You buy into what they got, and you're doing it. And with the help of Randy Wilson, these goaltenders here have just been getting better and better as this season goes along.
His second year with the Metro Jets Hockey Club after spending all 4 of his high school years with the St. Clair Shores Unified Lakers, the Michigan High School Athletic Association.
I was a Laker for a while.
Were you?
Back in the day.
Before you were expelled?
For 2 years.
You were expelled?
No. Moved out to Troy, and
I gotcha.
Then
were you encouraged to move, or?
I kind of had no choice.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
But went out to Troy at Avondale for 2 years.
And the Jets are 1 for 1 now. They'll take it to the mat. Michigan Athlete Training penalty kill. That was our first penalty of the game, by the way.
Yes, it was.
You'd think it'd be a little more.
No, and even you look at yesterday's game with Fresh Coast.
Couple.
Two penalties. That was it.
You would think, though, this being the 6th game of the year between these two clubs, well, they know each other well. It could go either way.
It really could. They're either, and right now these boys are choosing to play the game, right? And that's a good thing. There hasn't been really anything that you can say that the refs are just letting them go and play the game. They're actually just playing the game, which is really good to see.
Graham with a stud right into the logo of Hayden Raby, who hangs on with 1:22 to go.
Which would be why, to me, this period literally just flown by. It
Feels
really
like
has. So, Sarah, are you listening yet? Nope, she's not.
No, she's signing autographs still.
I was kind of hoping I'm busy making cookies. Leave me alone,
Adolfino to Adolfino. The shot doesn't get all the way through. Was inadvertently bought by Eric Alcazar. Picked up by Gavin Otto. Otto, the 18-year-old from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Feeds it up. Grady Smith knocks it in for Jonah Clark. Clark cross-ice pass to Tyler Dix offside with 54.8 seconds left here in the first. Less than a minute remaining.
Or and the smile on Vanderweel's face on that when he saw that pass go across and trickle back over the blue line. It was almost a Jamie Lovell moment.
Yes.
Type smile. It's like, oh, man.
54.8 seconds left here in period number 1. Shots even, 13-13. Jets leading the scoreboard 2-1.
Yeah, and with those shots, and that was where the Crush were able to put quite a few up during that power play they had.
Lubers couldn't get it out. Kept in there by the 10 of Eric Kohler with a shot off the blocker of Dreisbach. Picked up there by Lucas Gold. Gold, who started the year with the Mercer Chiefs in the USPHL Premier before coming to the Crush. Now 2-on-1, Rizzo over to Gold. Gold, nice play by Sam Hansen.
Good stick, and Tyler Dix getting his stick there right in the way to knock that down, so we couldn't get that shot off.
And Hansen forced Gold to flip it over the sprawled body of Hansen.
Yeah.
So the great play is Jamrick over to Lubers. As a horn sounds to end period number 1. Shots on goal in the first period. Chicago Crush with 14. Metro Jets with 14. The score at the end of 1 period to play. The Metro Jets 2. Chicago Crush 1. Coming up next, National Coney Island first period interview as our first appearance of the afternoon. by Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club on-ice reporter Sarah Vassar. And Max Lee is looking at us like, why am I being interviewed? Didn't we say at Thanksgiving I was going to take care of him, didn't I?
Yeah. We had Max over at the house with us, and
you know, it'd be great if Max Lee takes his helmet off.
he doesn't know the routine.
Right, he doesn't
yet.
know the
He's
routine.
learning.
Played his 150th career junior hockey game back on November 23rd. Since then, this is career game number 152 for the 19-year-old from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Max Lee standing by Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club on-ice reporter Sarah Vassar.
Thanks, Matt. So, Max, during the showcase, you played your 150 career game. What's it like to reach such a milestone?
Honestly, I wasn't really thinking about it. Just trying to go out and play every day. Just try to get better, so I wasn't really thinking about that.
So after the first period of this game, what do you think that your team did well?
I think outside of the last couple minutes of the game there, we did a really good job of just getting puck deep, keeping it simple, making the quick touch plays up ice, and getting the puck north, and just playing their end.
All right, well, good luck with the rest of the game. Back up to you guys on the flight deck.
Sarah, thank you so much. I think you have passed 150 games yourself, if I'm not mistaken.
I've had to have.
I'm pretty sure at this point you're well over. Let's work on that. Let's see what your stats are.
Yeah, I would like to know too.
Because you had 38 games here not so long ago.
Well, I just mean over across this entire time.
Right.
All the years.
Spanning the galaxies. Right.
Yeah. Could you get to counting for me?
I'll work on that.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. We'll take a short break. Come right back. First period recap. Second period about to get underway. To score at the end, 1 period to play. The Metro Jets 2, Chicago Crush 1. You're watching USPHL Elite Hockey, Metro Jets Hockey, exclusively on Black Bear TV. We'll be right back. One of our Thursday doubleheader here at MCIA. This matchup in USPHL Elite play. The score at the end of 1. The Metro Jets 2, Chicago Crush 1. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the Metro Jets Hockey Club up behind the flight deck, alongside Matt Naiman, color analyst, Black Bear TV broadcast producer, Tyler Naiman, as always, on the phone. But when he's not, he's usually on the camera. We're giving you all the visual action here from MCIA. And Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club on Ice reporter Sarah Vassar is now lurking the property in search of her latest prey.
Victim? Prey?
Victim is will be later. She's still searching for prey right now.
Oh, okay.
But later on, it'll be a victim. The prey becomes a victim.
True.
That makes sense?
Very
All
true.
right.
Very true.
And on that note, National Coney Island first period recap. National Coney Island has been in business since 1965, celebrating their 60th anniversary this calendar year, and currently owns and operates over 20 restaurants here in southeastern Michigan. Corporate headquarters are located just down the road in Roseville, home of the original location. Call 1-888-44-CONEY and order now. Shots on goal in the first period. Chicago Crush with 14, Metro Jets with 14, and it was the Jets getting on the board first. Noah Chambers, his 4th goal of the season, and the assist from Eli Schwarzer and Cam Maxwell that came at 3:22 to give the Jets a 1-0 lead. Then Ramsey Paulo tied it for the Crush. A beautiful shot that eluded goaltender Brendan Dreisbach. Paulo, his 12th goal of the season, unassisted at 11:44 to tie this game for the Crush. Then 2.5 minutes later, Noah Chambers, his 2nd goal of the game, 5th of the season. Assists being added now to the 81 of Cam Maxwell and the 55 of Connor Mulligan. That came at 14-13 to give the Jets a 2-1 lead heading in to the second period.
No update as of yet, Matt.
Now I'm looking. I was looking too.
Yeah, nothing there. Not yet. So
Not yet.
if we have to wait, so do you guys listening.
That's right. These two teams right back in action tomorrow. Troy Oral Surgery pregame show at 11:45 a.m. Face-off at 12:15. And just like today, we'll be followed by USPHL Premier side of things. The Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP, will play the Chicago Crush later today. Troy Oral Surgery pregame show immediately after our Ocean Blue Development Player of the Game interview. So a programming note for our friends at Black Bear TV. Where are they based out of? Youngstown, Ohio, I do believe.
I believe so.
Youngstown, Ohio. So Black Bear Sports Group folks, a programming note. The next game, the Troy Oral Surgery pregame show, will start immediately following the Ocean Blue Development Player of the Game interview from this game, with face-off 15 minutes after the conclusion of warm-ups. A few games going on today on the USPHL Elite side of things. Actually, just one other one. They're in warm-ups right now. Florida Junior Blades, Florida Eels, down there at Hertz Arena in Estero, Florida. They're getting ready to host the USPHL Florida College Showcase coming up here in a couple weeks. About the same time frame as the USPHL Chicago Showcase.
Yeah.
Of course, then right after those showcases, it'll be the 2026 USPHL Tampa Showcase. The Metro Jets Elite will be heading down there for their 2nd time in 3 years. They were not part of the Tampa Showcase last year, but they returned this year.
Yeah.
And the Jets Elite, they'll play said Florida Junior Blades to kick off the 2026 portion of the schedule.
I think that's going to be an interesting game.
Then they'll play.
That really is.
That's their doubleheader day right off the top. They'll play the Typhoon Hockey Club later that day on January 3rd. Then the Jets Elite have a date with the host, the Tampa Bay Juniors, on January 4th, before wrapping it up with the Florida Eels on January 5th.
Yeah, they didn't get any favors in that
No.
showcase. Not at all. Those are all going to be tough games. Those are all going to be good games.
Yes, it is. That is very true. That is very true. That is a true statement. Second period underway. Metro Jets, course, the home team, wearing the home blues, the white and red trim. They're skating left to right. On your television screen, on a Chicago Crush out of Lockport, Illinois. The road team wearing the white uniforms. Yellow, orange, red, blue, gray, black, trim. Pretty much every color in the rainbow. They're skating right to left on your Black Bear TV dial. Underway with period number 2. Picked up by Micah Jenkins. Jenkins now up to Lucas Gold. Gold sends it in. Gavin Otto will go after it. Met there by Nico Dugan. Grady Smith comes to help out. So does Braden Graham. Kept in, though, by the 87 of Chris Funk. And Smith pops it up to Jonah Clark. Clark now brings it in. Just 16 years old out of Northville, Michigan. Had it knocked away from him by the 8 of ours, Guida. Guida now to the 97 of Nico Dugan. Knocked away. Aksanov sent it over to Dreisbach, who covers it up with 18:52 to go here in period number 2. A little early to be going to the Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar, Matt.
Oh, it's never too early for that.
Still haven't found the 12 packs of Mr. Pibb Zero Sugar, but do have the bottles, which I bought several of. Shot right from the point. Dreisbach makes the save. Colton Flukas on the shot. Another shot, blockered away by Dreisbach. Brendan Hirschbach had it taken away by Tyler Dix. We mentioned about some milestones. Tyler Dix playing career game number 105 today. Played his 100th game as Dreisbach makes a save. Played his 100th career game back on November 16th in the Jets' 8-0 victory over the Chicago T-Rex at the Summit Ice Arena in Lockport, Illinois. Do want a big thank you. We're going to mention this a few times over the next 24. Oh, scored!
Wow.
Bouncing puck off the right shoulder of Brendan Dreisbach, and the Crush have tied this game as Alex Guido with a goal.
It's exactly turning out to be the game that we thought it was, Matt, when we were talking. And these guys just keep trading punches here, going back and forth. And there's no telling. It's going to be what team plays the full 60 minutes when what team does those little things that we had discussed earlier in the broadcast.
Alex Guida picks up the goal.
It's going to come back down the other way for icing.
And for Guida, the 20-year-old from Itasca, Illinois, that is his 4th goal of the season on the elite side. We got a 2-2 tie. One thing about the Chicago Crush, any game that Phil Bushbacher's behind the bench, you can never count out a Chicago Crush team or any team coached by Phil Bushbacher.
Oh, yeah. Good coach. He's very he's not
his 5th goal of the season, scored by
very, I guess you could say he's emotional into the game, but he will sit and talk to the players, tell them what they did wrong. And so it's easier for the boys to perceive that information and take in that information when they don't feel like they're being yelled at. As the Jets working on putting some pressure on. Chicago's still not able to clear it out. Jets just pressuring them in the back end. And they finally do, but Mulligan puts it right back into the corner.
So Guida from Hirschbach at 141. And correction on that again, that was his 4th goal of the season as it added Guida's 1 goal on the Premier side. Scored
and
again!
Another. Wow. Great tip right out in front.
Donovan Miller with a shot from the point was tipped in front of goaltender Brendan Dreisbach. May have been tipped by a Jet as Donovan Miller, for now, your goal scorer. And for Miller, the 17-year-old from Naperville, Illinois, that is his 2nd goal of the season. And now the Crush lead by a score of 3-2.
Crush finally take the lead for the first time this game. And so now it's the Jets trailing, looking to get that extra goal.
Big goal by the Crush, who take the lead for the first time in this game after tying it twice.
And with a shot like that, there's really nothing Dreisbach could have done with it being tipped besides, being bigger in the goal. That's the only thing that would have stopped that one.
Eli Schwarzer with a shot was deflected. Picked up by Chambers with a shot. Almost had his hat trick off the blocker of Raby.
Oh, that was off the blocker. It might have caught part of the blocker and the post there. You know, he was right there.
Picked up by Max Lee. Lee with a shot. And Raby didn't move right away on that shot.
No, he was a little bit behind that one.
If that would have been on Ned, Max Lee would have had himself a goal. Picked up there by Cam Maxwell. Maxwell dumps it in. Donovan Miller, his second, unassisted at 2:56. So 2 goals in a span of 1 minute and 15 seconds has given the Crush the lead. And Ramsey Paul, who opened the scoring for the Crush, brings it in. Bouncing puck, doesn't get all the way through. Another shot, save made, and Dreisbach's helmet came off. Nice awareness by Dreisbach to
cover his
head.
Yeah, well, he knew that puck was out in front of him. And,
right.
You know, sometimes the timing, someone's momentum to fire one in is going right there, and they don't stop necessarily in time all the time when that whistle's blown. So
right.
that was good awareness for him.
Yeah, he just immediately, that glove just came right up. Well, not the days of Terry Sawchuk when he didn't wear a mask.
No, you didn't that care.
You know, for one game, I want to see in the USPHL, no helmets.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. No.
Q's going to walk around the corner here in a little bit. We got some phone calls.
I got to talk to you.
Yeah, we have to have a conversation. Chicago Crush third goal.
There comes Smith across the line, trying to get it inside. He does. Puts it right out across the paint, and they score.
The 2:56 mark of the second period.
What a shot. Great shot right off the rebound as Smith came in, was able to get around the outside.
And Grady Smith picks up the goal. Oh, great Braden Graham looking like he's celebrating. The 18-year-old from Lake Orion, Michigan, his 6th goal of the season. Continues his hot streak, and just like that, Matt Naaman, we're tied at 3.
Yeah, all because of putting pressure on in front of that net. They took that shot, got the rebound, and someone was right there, and that's exactly what they need to be doing. And we're back at a tie game.
Hanson to Lubers went too far for him. Picked up there, knocked away by Lubers, and picked up by Miller, who briefly gave his Crush a 3-2 lead before the latest goal by the Jets. Just 1:50 after Donovan Miller gave the Crush the lead, the Jets have tied it again. Braden Graham is 6th of the season from Grady Smith at 4:46. Has given the Jets a 3-3 tie. Here comes Tyler Dix. Dix around Miller. Pokes it towards Raby. Picked up. Lubers tried to feed it over. And the whistle blows with 14:32 to go. So as Braden Graham is 6th of the season from Grady Smith at 4:46. 66 collaborating with 67 on that one.
Lubers is going to have to watch it out there.
Well, he's telling Blake Adolfino he needs to go to the Golden Greek after the game, to get yourself some lunch. Chicken noodle soup, of course, there. The Reuben sandwich is on special today. The Crush are going to be in town for the next 2 days, so might as well.
Corned beef and cabbage there.
Oh, is it corned beef and cabbage?
Yeah,
wow.
I really wish we were going there for a lunch or dinner. I've had it there before. Oh, man, It is good.
Face off to the left for goaltender Hayden Arabi, and we'll try it again.
Bit of a false start on that face-off.
And Nico Dugan getting kicked out. Oh, he's just warned. That's it, just a warning. So it's actually Rakasa getting kicked out for Grayson
Laprise took his place in that one.
Jua with a shot deflected a couple times off the pad of Hayden Raby.
Sometimes that's those shots you're looking for. That goaltender just has a hard time tracking it.
And picked up by the Crush. Jua keeps it in. Sent it towards the net, deflected by Laprise. Laprise sent it towards the net, looking for Jason Shores, was knocked away.
And Shores was right there for that. As Chicago's going to try to come back the other way. Hanson's going to backhand it up to the blue line. Here comes Acosta across. Going to send it up the middle with the Shores. Shores is going to take the shot just outside. Chicago coming back the other way. They got it across center right just over the blue line. And that was taken away. Racosta's going back across the other way into the corner.
Racosta now with the puck. Misfired on the shot and knocked away there by Ramsey Paulo. Paulo sends it up to Lucas Gold. Gold brings it in. Waits for reinforcements. Mulligan takes it away. Knocked into the neutral zone. Picked up by Eric Kohler. Kohler wraps around the boards. Picked up by Mulligan, who's got an assist today. The former Connecticut Junior Ranger. Springs it in all by himself. Almost went coast to coast. And Buck squirts out into the Jet zone.
What a race.
Hirschbach will get there just ahead. Feeds across, shot wide open. Ethan Lorraine makes the save. As Dreisbach lost his stick. Shot there off the side of the net. Dreisbach had it knocked away. Kohler with a shot. Blocked there again. That time by Noah Chambers. He's off to the races.
Picked it up.
Met there by the 23 at Colton Flukas. Comes back to Mulligan. Mulligan. Chambers deflects it in. Schwarzer goes after it. Right there by Kohler. They battle with the puck. Flukas grabs it, wraps it around the boards. Picked up there by Brandon Adolfino. Taken away by Schwarzer. Schwarzer feeds it up. Was looking for Graham. Comes back to Gavin Otto in the neutral zone. Blockered away by Raby. Offside, the call. 12-12 to go here in period number 2. It's been a fun one so far.
It has. For the most part, very penalty-free so far.
Shots 5-3 in favor of the Crush. 19-17 overall, also in favor of the Crush. Scores tied 3-3. Lee over to Gavin Otto. Otto had it knocked away by Blake Adolfino, but gets it back and sends it in. Knocked away. Jonah Clark grabs it. Clark tried to skate through everybody. Had it knocked away by Yakomenko. Picked up by Smith over to Clark. Clark couldn't bring it to his forehand. Picked up by Braden Graham. Graham knocks it around. Back over to Clark. Met there by the 5 of Donovan Miller. Adolfino to twin brother Adolfino. That's Brandon Adolfino. Looking for twin brother Blake. Knocked away by Grady Smith. Smith now, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Smith dumps it in. And picked up by Adolfino. Had it knocked away by Brody Jamrick. And Tyler Dix comes with it. Dix sends it across. Picked up by Gavin Otto. Sends it towards the net. Blocked by Adolfino. And Brandon Adolfino looking for twin brother Blake. Comes back to Max Lee at the point. Max Lee, your National Coney Island first period interview. Had it knocked away. Comes back to Gavin Otto, who goes back to retrieve it. Too far for Ronnie Lubers, and it goes all the way down on Hunter Hayden Raby. Donovan Miller will grab it. Looking for Yakomenko. Instead finds Giovanni Rizzo. Rizzo down to Nico Dugan. Dugan brings it in. Dugan, nice defensive play by Max Lee. Knocking across, and he scores! Giovanni Rizzo grabs it. Off the pass from Nico Dugan, and Rizzo picks up the goal. The 17-year-old from Orland Park, Illinois. His 13th goal of the season. And the Crush take the lead again at 4-3.
This is the way this is going to be. It's going to be, in a sense, who breaks last at the end of the game and who can play the full 20 or the full 60 minutes here of this game. And this is definitely a battle going back and forth.
Giovanni Rizzo has seen time in the USPHL Premier with the Chicago Crush Premier side, played 3 games, but he has really shined here with the Crush Elite. 4th overall in the USPHL Elite in scoring. Paul with a drive. Oh, and Alex Guido was right there to pounce on the rebound. Here come the Jets. Grayson Laprise with Acosta with his left elbow. Shoots, pad save. Rebound over Acosta. Doesn't come all the way through. Jason Shores trying to stuff it through. Puck is right there in the goal mouth. Picked up by Hansen with a shot. Save. A rebound over Acosta. Another save by Raby.
Wow.
2 point-blank opportunities there. And the puck comes all the way back down. Picked up there by the 26 of Micah Jenkins. Jenkins around the boards. Met there by Dmitry Aksanov. Knocked away and picked up by Cam Maxwell. Over to Scott Jua. Jua grabs it. It was Giovanni Rizzo, his 13th of the season, from Nico Dugan and Donovan Miller at 9:22 to give the Crush a 4-3 lead.
Chicago Crush 4th goal. His 13th goal of the season. Scored by number 6.
A great hustle by the Jets there to grab that puck.
Number 97, Nico Dugan. And number 5, Donovan Miller.
As they're trying to escape the back of the net just to get it out. As a Crush just all over them right now as they break it out. The shot went over the blocker of Dreisbach there, almost trickled in.
Picked up there by Eric Alcazar. All of 5'6", 135 pounds of Alcazar. Battles there with Cam Maxwell. Jua comes to help out. Knocked away there by Blake Adolfino. Over to twin brother Brandon. Brandon Adolfino. Up to the point of Flukas with a shot. Save made by Dreisbach. Picked up by Connor Mulligan. Mulligan sidesteps Adolfino. Someone lost the glove. It was Mulligan. Schwarzer to Noah Chambers. Chambers got 2 goals today. And puck deflected, yes. Cam Maxwell's got 2 assists today for the Jets. As Matty Phillips out there on the line with Braden Graham and Grady Smith. Puck goes all the way back for Donovan Miller. He's got a goal and assist today for the Crush. Comes back to Max Lee. Lee will lob it into the Crush zone. Bouncing puck on Raby. Knocked away by Braden Graham. Gets a little bit of help from Grady Smith. Back to Ethan Lorraine with a bouncing puck shot. Save made, rebound to Graham. Looking for Matty Phillips, who was tied up there by Alex Yakomenko. Comes Yakomenko. Had it knocked away. 3-on-1 if they hurry. Smith with the puck. Feeds it from Matty Phillips, who lost in his skate. Smith gets it back. Backhand shot. Save. Rebound. Comes across on the side of the net. Golden opportunities there. Picked up by Max Lee. Lee's got room. Top of the faceoff circle. The shot was blocked. Gets it right back. Lee looking for somewhere to go. Cross ice path. Looking for Tyler Dix. Kept in. Almost kept in by Ethan Lorraine. Lorraine back to Lee. Lee will backhand it in off of the linesman. And Lucas Gold sent it down, picked up by Rizzo. Backhand shot off the post. Oh my. Giovanni Rizzo almost had his second. Tyler Dix had it knocked away by Ramsey Paulo. Paulo now to Yakomenko. Alex Yakomenko brings it in. Backhand shot, saved by Dreisbach.
Wow.
And he pokes it away. Yakomenko looking back for the 90 of Alcazar. Guida knocked off the puck by Ronnie Lubers. Max Lee's been out there a bit. Hirschbach to Yakomenko, had it knocked away. Tyler Dix grabbed it, knocked away by Yakomenko again. Guida had it stolen by Max Lee. Max has been out there a little bit.
He has. This is one long shift for him. I'm sure when they start going back the other way, Max is going to be going in and there.
He'll go in right here.
Yeah.
Dreisbach gloves it down.
That was every bit of a 2-minute shift right there.
Oh, no
he was
doubt.
out there for a while. He kept getting trapped, couldn't make it out. And that's when it can be really dangerous, especially, it goes either way with this Metro Jets Elite team and the Crush Elite. That can go either way. You get guys trapped out on the ice, start getting tired. That's when mistakes happen, and that's when goals are scored. As we got a period flying by again already. Just over 6 minutes left. 4-2 Crush lead right now. The Crush trying to break out of the zone. Intercepted there center ice by Otto.
And dumped in by Otto. Well, picked up there by Ramsey Paulo. Paulo, you'll see a lot of 57 on the blue line for the Crush. He sends it up to the 26 of Micah Jenkins. Otto back to Laprise. Laprise had it knocked away by Adolfino. Paulo with a shot saved by Hirschbach. Hirschbach having a little trouble tracking the puck today. Has been giving up a couple of rebounds. that he definitely wants to have back. As Axonoff back over to Otto for Jason Shores. Tips it up, looking for Laprice. Instead fouled Micah Jenkins. Jenkins with a shot blocked by Axonoff. Dmitry Axonoff, a forward for most of his brief junior career, has been converted over to a defenseman here of late. Bouncing puck almost took out Matt Naiman's head.
Woo!
And off the netting and out of play. Had to have your glove hand out there, Matt.
That was, close but wasn't close. It was enough to where I saw it when it was in front of my face. Enough to freak you out a little bit.
So Cam Maxwell will take the draw against Nico Dugan. Dugan wins that. Knocked away by Eli Schwarzer. Feeds it back to Sam Hansen. Hansen with the puck. Wraps around the boards for Scott Jua. Jua up to looking for Maxwell. Instead found Rizzo. Chambers knocks it away. Almost picked up by Schwarzer. Comes back to Jua. Keeps in the neutral zone. Cam Maxwell bails out his defenseman, but kept in by Dugan. Dugan with a shot. Deflected up in the netting and out of play. And a lucky fan from St. Clair Shores, Michigan, going to pick up a souvenir puck.
Yeah, he's walking over there right now. Doesn't look very excited to grab that, though, Matt. The Jets able to win that.
Yes, indeed, as Maxwell.
Oh, you're done texting.
Yeah. Well, no.
You got to send the messages out.
Yeah,
I know.
Getting Sarah Vassar all coordinated for our second period interview, which will be coming up. The DTS Drivetrain Specialist second period interview coming up at the conclusion of this period. Noah Chambers, definitely a candidate. He's got 2 goals today.
Yeah.
Cam Maxwell with 2 assists today.
Nice move there.
Save made by Dreisbach. And a save made one more time. 3:56 to go here in the second period. Coming up after this game, immediately after the Ocean Blue Development Player of the Game interview, it'll be the Troy Oral Surgery pregame show. We jump into USPHL Premier Play with the Metro Jets Development Program. MJDP will face off against the Chicago Crush. That is a programming note for our friends at Black Bear Sports Group. Puck comes off the board, picked up by Connor Mulligan. Mulligan to Jonah Clark. Clark to Grady Smith. Smith will bring it in. Smith, bouncing puck, sticked away by Raby. Met there by the 87 of Chris Fogg, knocked away by Braden Graham. And picked up by Brandon Hirschbach. Hirschbach tried to skate around Ethan Lorraine, who driven to the outside. And puck comes out for Connor Mulligan. Mulligan's got some speed. He'll send it in off of linesman Danilewski. Picked up by Braden Graham, sends it right back in. Met there by Donovan Miller. Goal and assist today for Miller. He'll bring it in, try to skate around Tyler Dix. Gets a little bit of help from Ethan Lorraine. Leaves it back for Alex Guida. Guida now to Adolfino. Back to Guida. Back to the second Adolfino twin. That's Blake. Had it knocked away by Ronnie Lubers. Here comes Lubers. Brody Jamrick, Tyler Dix trailing. Lubers, nice little toe drag. Send it across. A nice play by Yakomenko to knock it away. But a penalty coming to the Crush. Picked up by Max Lee. Lee off the boards of Tyler Dix. Dix back to Lee. And touched by the Crush. And for the first time today, the Metro Jets will go on the Metro Jets Foundation power play as Alex Yakomenko heads off.
He doesn't know what he did.
They never do. 2-minute minor for interference. Metro Jets will go on the power play for the first time. They got some work to do. 7.3% have only scored 3 power play goals in 41 opportunities of the man advantage. While the Chicago Crush, 89% of the penalty kill, 19th best in the league. They have scored 6 shorthanded goals, 3rd best in the USPHL Elite. Definitely something to keep an eye on.
Definitely an opportunity for the Jets, but They have a hard time on this power play for some reason, having the man advantage, and they're going to have to figure something out. This is the perfect opportunity for them to tie this game back up. As when this power play's over, there's only going to be like 45 seconds left of the second period.
So for all practical purposes, the rest of this second period, the Jets will have the extra man. And a power play is something they've got to work on. They've only had 3 power play goals this season.
Yeah.
For the Jets Elite. Definitely something to work on if they want to hope for a trip back to the ice, back to the USPHL Elite National Championships.
Yeah, that's something that can be so helpful, or your special teams can make or break any game. It's very, very important for your special teams to perform.
A 2-minute minor for interference.
Let's see, they're going to stoppage and play there as the net was lifted up.
2 minutes for interference.
And the puck came
32-second mark
through the rear of the net.
Metro Jets Elite will go. And the Metro Jets Foundation power play.
That's something you don't see very often.
What's that?
Well, the puck went in the back of the net, but it came in through the back of the net as the net was lifted up.
That is something you don't see every day.
You don't.
Axonoff off the draw. Shot was deflected unintentionally by Grayson Laprise. Rizzo knocks it down into the Jets zone. Dreisbach will play it for Gavin Otto. Otto sends it up to Grady Smith. Smith now to Braden Graham. Graham brings it in. Grayson Laprise heading towards the net. Pass there intercepted by Dugan, but knocked away by Smith. Smith gets it back. Backhand shot save made. Raby looking for it and not sure where it is. It's underneath Raby somewhere. No goal. Minute 2 left here in the second period. .35 seconds left in the power play for the Jets. Important draw here. Comes back to Otto. Otto's got room. Sends it over to Axonoff. Back over to Otto. Otto feeds over to Braden Graham. What a shot! Goes just wide. Picked up by Axonoff on the rebound. Back to Otto. Otto back to Graham. Graham sends it across looking for Laprise, but was knocked away by Adolfino. He'll send it into the neutral zone. Axonoff back to Otto. Otto brings it in. Feeds it back to Axonoff. Axonoff had a puck knocked away. And Laprise will grab it.
And that's going to do it.
Less than a minute remaining in the second period. Laprise now with a shot. That was a save made by Raby. Comes back to Otto. Otto with a little pressure from Adolfino. Kept in by the second Adolfino twin. Noah Chambers.
A great job by Maxwell there, tying him up along the wall.
Schwarzer looking for Chambers. Had it knocked away. As time about to expire as a horn sounds to end period number 2. Shots on goal in the second period. Chicago Crush with 11. 2-period total of 25. For the Metro Jets with 9. 2-period total of 23. The score at the end of 2 periods to play. The Chicago Crush 4. Metro Jets 3. Coming up, DTS Drivetrain Specialist second period interview with a young man, one of the 3 original Metro Jets Elite team members.
Look at Danny. He looks so good in there. Are you interview Danny?
Right, yeah. Dan wants to be on TV as well. It is the 19-year-old from Goodrich, Michigan, Cam Maxwell, who's got 2 assists today, standing by with Mount Cummins Figure Skating Club on as reporter Sarah Vassar.
Thanks, Matt. So Cam, you have 2 assists so far throughout this game. What do you like? How'd you make those happen?
Really, just keeping pucks deep. Trying to find the open guy, making the first available simple play. Just whatever they teach us here.
So heading into the third period, you guys are down by 1 right now. What do you think that you have to do to break that?
Really possess the puck, keep it deep, and just keep working. That's all it comes down to.
All right. Well, good luck with the rest of the game.
Thank you.
Back up to you guys.
Thank you so much, Sarah. We've played 2 minutes of 2 periods here, in the first of 2 here on Doubleheader Thursday to score. Chicago Crush 4, Metro Jets 3. We'll take a short break, come right back. Second period recap, start of the third period. You're watching Metro Jets Hockey live exclusively on Black Bear TV. And welcome back to Mount Clemens Ice Arena. We're located approximately 30 minutes northeast of Motown, Detroit, in Mount Clemens, Michigan. Game number 1 of our Thursday doubleheader here at MCIA. This one in USPHL Elite play. The score at the end of 2 periods, the Chicago Crush 4, the Metro Jets 3. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the Metro Jets Hockey Club, up high in the flight deck alongside Matt Naiman. Our color analyst, Black Bear TV broadcast producer, Tyler Naiman, is down getting something to eat.
Yeah, I know, and it got put on my account. I got the text.
It's been a couple hours since he's had Golden Greek breakfast, so he's hungry again.
He's a big boy.
He a big boy. He definitely a big boy. And Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club on ice reporter Sarah Vassar continues to pry about the building in search of her latest victim. DTS Drop Training Specialist, second period recap.
You know, I'm waiting for her one time that she hears us and you say that, and then she gets on the microphone. I found him.
I'm waiting for it, too. I am so waiting for that.
That would be so funny.
DTS Dry Train. Then you hear screaming in the background. No, please don't. Ah! DTS Dry Train Specialist, second period recap. For over 40 years, DTS has been the place to go for hardcore dry train solutions. Founded and run by performance enthusiasts like our good buddy Claude Plante Jr., whose son Luke Plante continuing to do well with the Erie Otters of the Ontario Hockey League. DTS is the kind of place they're looking for but can never find, located in Warren, Michigan. DTS is the place for all the high-performance parts, all the hard-won knowledge required to make them work in hardcore applications. Go to drytrainspecialist.com or call 1-800-521-0628. Shots on goal in the second period. Chicago Crush with 11. 2-period total of 25, with the Metro Jets with 9. 2-period total of 23. And we had goals in bunches. In the second period, 3 of them by the Chicago Crush. And it started with Alex Guida, his 4th of the season, from Brandon Hirschbach at 1:41 to tie this game at 2-2. The Crush took the lead a minute and 15 seconds later when Donovan Miller, his 2nd of the season, unassisted at 2:56 to give the Crush a 3-2 lead. The Jets tied it back up, though, with Braden Graham, his 6th of the season, from Grady Smith at 4:46 to tie this game at 3. But then Giovanni Rizzo, the 4th leading scorer in the entire USPHL Elite, gets on the board with his 12th goal of the season from Nico Dugan and Donovan Miller. That came at 9:22 to give the Crush a 4-3 lead. We get set for the third period. Both these teams, after they play each other today and tomorrow, they will both head to Summit Ice Center in Lockport, Illinois for the 2025 USPHL Chicago Showcase. The Metro Jets have a date with the Red River Spartans Elite on December 12th. Their doubleheader day is December 13th. They'll play the Motor City Gamblers at 10 a.m. and then the Decatur Blaze at 4 p.m. And then they'll wrap it up on December 14th against the HTI Stars at 10 a.m. All those times are Central Time. While the Chicago Crush, one of the tri-hosts of the USPHL Chicago Showcase, they actually have a game Sunday at Summit Ice Center against the Chicago T-Rex, 2 o'clock face-off Central Time. And then they will play in their own Chicago Showcase. They'll play the Red River Spartans at 4 o'clock on December 11th. The Motor City Gamblers on December 12th at 10:30 a.m. The HTI Stars on December 14th at 4 p.m. face-off. Then they'll wrap it up on Monday, December 15th against the Decatur Blaze, a 2 p.m. face-off. Big thank you to Pete and Amanda Olson, the entire management and staff of the Chicago Crush, as well as the Chicago Cougars and the Chicago T-Rex, for the invite to come over, call a few games. They're at the brand new Summit Ice Center in Lockport, Illinois. Looking forward to it. Jump in the Buick Encore a week from today. About this time next week, on this day, I should be almost there, actually. I'm leaving pretty early in the morning next Thursday. Going to jump in the old Buick Encore and make the drive over to Lockport, Illinois. Third period underway. Metro Jets, of course, the home team. And they just gave up a goal as Lucas Gold, 21 seconds into the third period, has given the Crush a 5-3 lead. Lucas Gold, the 19-year-old from Germantown, Maryland, just picked up his 3rd goal of the season, and the Crush, a 2-goal lead at 5-3. Well, that's not the way you want to start the third period.
No, not at all.
As mentioned, the Metro Jets, the home team, wearing the blue uniforms, white and red trim. They are skating right to left on your television screen, while the Chicago Crush, who you just saw make this game 5-3. Delayed penalty coming to the Jets. No, it's against the Crush. 2-minute minor for holding. And it's on the 10 of Eric Kohler. 2-minute minor for holding will put the Jets back in the power play. They're 0 for 1 on said Metro Jets Foundation power play.
Well, now instead of trying to tie this game up, they're going to try to get within 1 on this power play. Just 40 seconds into this third period.
Very important power play, and we've talked about it earlier. The Jets have struggled with a man advantage. Just 3 power play goals and now 42 opportunities with a man advantage, and Hansen scores! Sam Hansen, the 18-year-old from South Bend, Indiana, just picked up his 2nd goal of the season. This one on the power play, and it's 5-4, just 11 seconds into the power play.
Wow.
Hansen's 2nd goal of the season. He had one last year. I don't care what anyone said. That was his goal.
I really thought that was too. We discussed that for a while. But hey, you know, he's finding his spot. He is getting very comfortable firing that from the blue line there, and he's done a great job. His previous goal was that shootout win was just magnificent. Indeed. I talked to his mom over here in the corner after she was literally just in tears. She was so happy. It was just so cool.
Sam Hansen scored the goal in the shootout against the Hershey Cubs, but that is credited as a team goal. Yeah. So it doesn't count in Hansen's personal stats.
Tyler Dick put hard into the wall.
Big hit. And now a little bit of kerfluffle to the right of goaltender Hayden Raby. 2 quick goals. Lucas Gold for the Crush, and then Sam Hansen on the Metro Jets Foundation power play for the Jets. It's 5-4.
He's holding his hip, and that's exactly right where that hit like that. That's exactly where that would have went.
Both goals coming 30 seconds apart.
Wow.
It's 5-4. Noah Chambers grabs it.
You know she's watching.
No, she can't today.
What?
She can't. She's at work, and they're being funky about her watching the game at work.
That's where she needs to get one of those wireless earpieces and just put her phone in her pocket.
Yeah. 5-4. So Lucas Gold, again, this is messing me up because it counts the premier goals as well. Lucas Gold is 3rd of the season. I know what it says on the score sheet. That is wrong. Lucas Gold is 3rd of the season from Nico Dugan at the 22nd mark. Gave the Crush a 5-3 lead. Rizzo, backhand shot, scored. Make it 6-4.
Wow.
Lucas Gold is 2nd of the game.
He was able just to split those defenders and forehand, backhand, and right in over the shoulder of Dreisbach, and that's, boy, I'll tell you what, them top shelf for Dreisbach has just been a thorn in his side. He's not been able to get those here today.
Lucas Gold is 2nd of the game, 4th of the season. Has made this a 6-4 game. 3 goals in 1 minute 30 seconds here. And we've only played 1 minute 51 of the third period.
They're trading punches right now.
I got to catch up on all this.
Yeah, you better get to work here, Matt.
So we'll catch you up. Lucas Gold made it 5-3, 20 seconds into the third period with his 3rd goal of the season from Nico Dugan, the 22nd mark. Then Sam Hansen, his 2nd goal of the season on the Metro Jets Foundation power play from Dmitry Aksanov at the 52nd mark, made it 5-4. And then Lucas Gold is second of the game, fourth of the season from Giovanni Rizzo at the 150 mark. And that's where we're at, 6-4. Here comes Ramsey Paulo, the shot save made by Dreisbach.
Dreisbach had to make that one. There's no way that they can go down 3 with what's going on. That's going to be a tall order for them to come back from 3. With the way this game's going right now, we're just getting into 3 minutes in. It's going to be tough enough to come back from 2 with the way Chicago's going right now. Jets starting to lay on the body here as Chicago then intercepts it.
Time of the goal, 20 seconds in the third period.
Comes back down, back behind the net.
Gold, his third of the season.
Go back up, try to
22nd mark of the third period.
try to get it to Phillips, and they do. Phillips is going to dump it in behind the net, back around the corner.
His second goal of the season, score by number 48,
And back the other way with Chicago. As Otto's going to grab it, but they're going to put it right back in. As they're offside, so it's going to give Jets a little bit of time to get back across the line. As Otto is going all the way with it right now, getting all the way up into the corner. Tries to backhand it across, and he's trapped there behind the wall, behind the net. Phillips is going to try to grab it. He's not able to do so.
Assisted by number 6, Giovanni Rizzo. Time of the goal.
And the puck just trickled off to the side of the net as they're going to put it right back out. To center ice.
From Rizzo at the 1 minute 50
Axonoff is going to take it, put it back across, back to Axonoff.
And we're caught up.
Okay.
I had to take a quick drink here. Hold on.
Okay. I'll let you do that.
All right, 6-4.
Good thing nothing really happened.
Right. Hansen with the puck. Had it knocked away, kicked right in. Dreisbach, perhaps a little nonchalant with corralling that puck.
I think that was. He definitely be a little faster on that one. I don't know if maybe he didn't realize he was there. He had that person right there in front of him.
Here comes Jamrick now, looking off of Luber's skate. Comes back to the 48 of Yakomenko. Comes back to Axonoff. Axonoff back to Sam Hansen. Hansen off the boards to Ronnie Lubers. Lubers will bring it in. Lubers had it knocked away by Yakomenko. Nice defensive play. Feeds it up to Hansen. Hansen towards the net, knocked away. And now Nico Dugan on a break. He'll go one-on-one with Brendan Dreisbach. Dugan, backhand shot, and he scores! Nico Dugan turned Brendan Dreisbach inside out.
And there is going to be a goalie change. Dreisbach is heading in.
Yes, he is. And that means Jesse Lee will come in to replace Dreisbach as Nico Dugan ends Brendan Dreisbach's afternoon. As Dugan, the 19-year-old from St. Charles, Illinois, his 7th goal of the season. It's 7-4. And Jesse Lee will come in now for the Metro Jets. The 19-year-old from Highland, Michigan. He'll get his opportunity. And for Lee, he's appeared in 3 games. He's been good. A 162 goals against average, a 938 save percentage. He was the winning goaltender in the last game he played, that 4-3 shootout victory by the Jets over the Hershey Cubs in the last game of the 2025 USPHL Detroit Showcase.
Yeah, I don't know. It was Dreisbach just having an issue tracking the pucks, and those are.
I mentioned that earlier in the second period.
Those aren't typical goals that go in for Dreisbach. And so I'm not sure, can't really call. Don't want to put anything out there that, it is what it is. He had a bad day.
For the Metro Jets, the 19-year-old from Highland, Michigan, number 50, Jesse
So
Lee.
now we got a goaltender change. Hopefully that'll give the boys a little something. Sometimes that changes the attitude out there on the ice when they get a new goaltender in, and Chicago's trying to make another push back here around the corner.
Unassisted at 4:54 of the third period.
They take a shot that's blocked. Another shot kicked away. And here the Jets come back down the other way.
And picked up by Chambers. He's got 2 goals today. Might need his help as the Jets trail 7-4. Aaron pass picked off there by Guida. Alice Guida threw everybody, and a penalty coming.
Boy, that is not what the Jets need at this time.
That was more of a frustration penalty than
That
anything.
was. He was getting beaten. He was just trying to do his best to tie him up.
And Max Lee will head to the box. 2-minute minor for tripping.
And he knows he did it.
He knew it.
Know.
Oh, by the way, you didn't know, but you bought me a MetroJet smoothie. Thank you.
Cool.
Paige was in line at Chop Detroit. I said, hey, give me a MetroJet smoothie. She said, okay, Matt.
Oh.
And she smiled.
My own daughter didn't give me one.
Right? What's up with that?
Wow. The love from my family sometimes.
For me.
I really question it.
Right. The Crush are 0 for 1 on the power play.
As we'll see, as Laprice is right there on that.
And it's knocked to the ice, picked up by Yakomenko. Alex Yakomenko will bring it in. Backhand shot went through the goal mouth.
That's just something that's been going on all day where Chicago's been able to beat the Jets out there on the outside.
Paulo with a shot was blocked. Picked up by Adolfino. Chicago Crush up 7-4. Randy the drives, deflected by Adolfino, goes wide, and Scott Shua gets the puck out into the neutral zone. Picked up by Paulo again. Paulo with a shot, saved by Jesse Lee. Picked up by Adolfino. Adolfino to Yakomenko. Alex Yakomenko back to Adolfino. Adolfino over to Paulo, knocked away by Grady Smith, and Braden Graham sends it down.
Again, with time, just about 12:30 left in this third period, and as important as points are right now with where Chicago's at, this isn't a loss that the Jets are going to take lightly.
Oh, big hit by Braden Graham.
And there's going to be a call on that one.
Yes, indeed. Graham with a big hit on Lucas Gold. And Graham's going to head to the box.
Oh, both of them are
So
going.
they're both going to head to the box. Okay.
Probably be
little retaliatory action from Graham.
Offsetting penalties, probably most likely both for roughing.
So we'll stay 5-on-4 as Phil Bushbacher would like an explanation.
I didn't see what happened. I was behind the play.
I saw Graham.
I saw him down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had a lot of stuff
what
going
they
on
got.
here in this third period.
Yeah, as smooth as everything was going.
Okay, there's Kohler's holding penalty that never got the call on a PA. Because 11 seconds later they scored. There we go. So Max Lee, 2-minute minor for tripping. Lucas Gold and Braden Graham, both 2-minute minors for roughing. We'll get those taken care of. Metro Jets penalty to number 28, Max Lee.
So we're going to remain 5-on-4
Penalty called at 6:12 of the third period. As the Jets
here,
lead,
and
2
there's
minutes for tripping,
20
the 6 minutes,
seconds
12
left.
Of the third period. Chicago Crush penalty to number 2, Lucas Gold. Metro Jets penalty, number 66, Braden Graham. Both 2-minute minors for roughing.
We're going to see what they can do. As Otto's going to go in on it behind the net, try to put it up. He does, able to get it out.
The Jets Graham, both 2 minutes for roughing at 7:36 of the third period.
So now Lee's just getting out of the box. So now we're back out to 5-on-5.
I think we're caught up now. 7-4, time winding down. Picked up by Axonoff. The Jets trail 7-4. Against the overall league leading in the USPHL Elite, the Chicago Crush. As Raby makes the save. Lucas Gold with 2 goals today. Donovan Miller, Giovanni Rizzo with a goal and an assist. Nico Dugan, goal and 2 assists today, including that beautiful breakaway on what sent Brendan Dreisbach to the showers. Dreisbach, 30 shots, 23 saves will be his line. Raby makes a save on a shot there by Schwarzer. Picked up by Mulligan for Jua. Tried to get it out, kept it by Paulo. His shot was blocked and now picked up by Jua again. Scott Jua will bring it in. Pressured there by Guida. Chambers comes to help out. and knocked right down into the Jet zone. Icing the call. 10:46 to go here in the third
These little
period.
things like this right now are stuff that the Jets are going to have to capitalize on, and Chicago's not going to be able to make that change because of the icing. Jets are making a change. They're putting out their line, and we're going to see what they can do. Keep it in their zone. Keep these guys worn down, and try to pull within two.
So Aiden Racosta's line with Grayson Laprise and Jason Shores comes out. Racosta with a shot was blocked there by the 26 of Jenkins. Jenkins gets it back. Ramsey Paulo helps out his blue line mate. Grayson Laprise knocked off the puck there by Brandon Adolfino. And knocked in the neutral zone. Picked up by Gavin Otto. Otto to Racosta. Racosta pressured there by Jenkins. Sends it over to Paulo. Knocked off the puck there by Laprise, but picked up by Brandon Hirschbach. Hirschbach sends it in. Gavin Otto corrals that and leaves it for Grayson Laprise over to Racosta. Could have been too many men. Crush may have got away with one. Comes back to Jason Shores. Shores off the boards to himself, but too far to recollect and knocked away by Eric Kohler. Colton Flukas brings it in with a shot, saved by Jesse Lee, and he'll hang on. Let's meet Jesse Lee, the 19-year-old goaltender from Highland, Michigan, coming in relief of starter Brendan Dreisbach. As Lee, this is his fourth career game. He's got a 162 goals against average, a 938 save percentage for the former Milford Maverick. Michigan High School Athletic Association. Lee making his first official regular season appearance here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. He did appear at the Detroit Showcase, but as far as your regular format, regular season game, this is Jesse Lee's first appearance here on home ice at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. Lubers with a shot, saved by Raby, who covers with 8:54 to go here in the third period. A little Toto going on. I like it. Saw them in concert.
I did too. Along, I believe, gosh, who was that with? Were they with the, might have been the Eagles? I don't remember.
I saw them back in 2023 with Journey. It was a really good concert. At the
actually, I've seen them with Journey before too, and I've seen Loverboy with Journey.
Saw them at the Rocket Mortgage Center in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, this was at the Soaring Eagle Casino at their outdoor venue.
Okay. Journey making their final farewell concert tour.
We'll see. I mean, you get a band like Motley Crue. They're making their 10th final.
Well, Kiss may finally be done with concerts after their 27 farewell tours.
Well, they're kind of running out of wheelchairs.
Well, they're running out of people.
Yeah.
we say that with all the love in the world for the band Kiss. No, it's the Eagles that are still touring.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they revised it. They're not touring anymore. They're in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So they don't have to go anywhere anymore.
Tell you, they put on one heck of a show. You know,
never seen them.
Sounded great. It's something I'd go do it again in a heartbeat. It was good.
If we ever get back to Vegas, I'll go see the Eagles. The only time you're going to see them now because they ain't touring no more. They're in Vegas.
Oh, maybe they're in March.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Grady Smith feeds it back to Tyler Dix with a shot, deflected, bouncing puck behind the net. No one knew where it was there originally. As Brody Jammer couldn't get a stick on the puck, picked up by Adolfino, knocked off the puck by a nice play by Mulligan.
Oh, good thing. Referee Van Linder was shaking his head no. They were looking for a call.
Time winding down on the Jets, who trail 7-4. And this is big in the USPHL Elite Midwest Division standings.
Here comes a penalty to the Jets.
And it's going to be on Scott Jua. Jua heads to the box.
Yeah, hit from behind.
2-minute minor for roughing, and Scott Jua will put the Jets back on the ticket to the mat. Michigan athlete training penalty kill. This is a big game.
Which that was the right call. He had his back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he had his back to him. He hit him in the numbers. As you know,
So
about how, you know, that's one, you know, yes, he hit him in the numbers, but, you know, it's one of those that could have been a call, could not have been a call. It was right there, but they made the call, and what do? You deal with it.
The Jets are 18 points back of the Crush in the USPHL Elite Midwest Division standings, but they have 6 games in hand.
Yeah, but that's only, even if they win, that's only 12 points. They're still looking for more as that light gets hit.
Yes, it did.
It's a, you know, it's a good
Looks
thing.
like the protective screen got knocked off. See it hanging there?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what it's there for. Rink 2 years ago.
No.
It was a shot. They had different lights up there, and puck went into it, and the light literally exploded.
Well, the good news is the Metro Jets have a comfortable lead on the Fort Wayne Spacemen for second in the Elite, but they have a long way to go to catch the Crush.
It's going to be tough. I mean, the Crush are playing, and
there's a reason why they're the number 1 team in the USPHL Elite right now. Their only 2 regulation losses, both coming to 2 Southeast Division powerhouses, the Hampton Roads Whalers and the Charlotte Rush. So penalty on Scott Jua.
Which that's something you don't see very often either. Jua does not get a lot of penalties.
Not normally.
So we'll see. I mean, if Chicago's able to score on this, I mean, that's pretty much all going to end this game here for Metro having any type of chance with just over 6 minutes left. Just over 1 minute left of this power play. Right now, the Jets doing a decent job keeping it to the outside. So we'll see. They got another minute yet to kill off this Chicago power play.
Not only they got to kill off the power play, they got to make up 3 goals.
Oh yeah,
and time's running out.
Hard enough with 2, and it's a real tall order with 3.
Yeah, it is. Shot there goes off the skate of the 87 of Chris Funk.
The Jets finally able to get it out of the zone. Max Lee was able to poke it back in. It's coming right back down the other way as Otto dumps it down. At 20 seconds left in this power play.
5:20 to go. 15 seconds left. Yakamenko with a shot, save, rebound. Jesse Lee sticks the right pad out, makes the save.
Again, they got beat again on the outside. Yet
and
again,
they score.
He did not even see that. He came around with that, and wow.
And that may have been Giovanni Rizzo again. And it was. Giovanni Rizzo picks up the goal, the leading scorer. His second of the game, 14th of the season. And this one comes with a second left in the power play. And the Crush are in control. They lead 8-4. Giovanni Rizzo.
So that'll help Chicago's numbers in their power play.
The leading scorer, Rizzo, with 3 points today. And with those 3 points, he moves into a tie for second overall in the USPHL Elite in scoring with Ian Robinson of the Elmira Impact. He's just 2 points out of the overall USPHL Elite points lead. Big day for Giovanni Rizzo.
As Luber's able to intercept that, tried to get it over to Shores.
And it was a power play goal. So the Crush 1 for 3 today on the power play. As the Chicago Crush keep rolling. 4:20 to go here in the third period. Looking straight at their 23rd win of the season. Here comes Tyler Dix. He's got Jason Shores trailing. Save made by Raby. So Giovanni Rizzo, his second of the game, 14th of the season, from Ramsey Paulo and Alex Yakamenko at 14:51. Chicago Crush 8th goal, his second of the game, 14th of the season, scored by number 6.
Yeah, so that power play goal there was pretty much a nail in the coffin here for these Metro Jets. It's just 3:45 left as they come back down the other way. Laprice trailing in on that. Laprice is able to get it. It's going to send it up through the center. Otto takes a shot. No goal, right off the post.
And may have deflected off the bench with 3:24 to go. So the Chicago Crush will climb to 23-2-0-1, good for 47 points. 20 points ahead of the Metro Jets, who fall to 13-6-1-0, snapping their 2-game losing streak with a Crush back to a 3-game winning streak. These two teams will play again tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. Coming up next, immediately following the Ocean Blue Development Player of the Game interview, we'll jump right into the Troy Oral Surgery pregame show with the Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP, and the Chicago Crush on the USPHL Premier side. And that's a programming note for our friends at Black Bear TV.
Yeah, they said they were going to be keeping track, but also sent them out a message anyway to get it switched out.
Jua's shot goes wide, and Raby grabs it with 2:18 to go.
So the few Chicago faithful that decided to show up and come out to the game, they're going to be happy of the result of this outcome of this game.
Phil Bushbacher is going to be pretty pleased at the Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop pregame interview for the next game. We'll ask one question about the Elite game, and that's it. Then we'll talk about Premier stuff.
Well, they were able to do a lot of the small things that he discussed. The little battles, and that's what
Max Lee with a shot was blocked. 1:50 to go here in the third period. The Chicago Crush, an important win. You wouldn't think a win on December 4th would be that important, but the Chicago Crush, that is huge.
No, just further extending that first place lead that they got right now in the standings.
Comes across, and Jesse Lee pads that away.
Okay.
Yep. So in the interest of time, because we have such a quick turnaround, we are going to forego the Ocean Blue Development Player of the Game interview. Just for the interest of time. No.
Yeah, they're going to be getting off the ice.
Yeah, they're going to be getting right off.
The Premier teams are going to be jumping right back.
Yeah, they're literally going to be switching out players as we go. Less than a minute remaining in the third period. And icing the call. So these two teams will go at it again tomorrow. Troy Oral Surgery pregame show, 11:45 a.m. Face-off at 12:15. And that'll be tomorrow. Friday, December the 5th. Picked off there by Max Lee. Over to Gavin Otto. Well, the Metro Jets, Matt Naiman, are going to have approximately 21 hours to think about this one and figure out how to solve the high-powered Chicago Crush Elite. As a Crush, as mentioned, extend that already massive lead in the USPHL Elite standings. They'll climb to 23 wins, 2 losses, no overtime loss, 1 shootout loss. Metro Jets Elite fall to 13 wins, 6 losses, 1 overtime loss. So 27 points, 20 points back as the horn sounds. Final score, Chicago Crush 8, Metro Jets 4. Shots on goal in the third period. Chicago Crush with 13, game total of 38. While the Metro Jets with 8, game total of 31. Final score, Chicago Crush Elite 8, Metro Jets Elite 4. Coming up next, Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP against Chicago Crush in USPHL Premier Play. Ocean Blue Development, 3 stars of the game. Brought to you by Ocean Blue Development out of Tampa, Florida, developing residential real estate aimed at workforce buyers in the great state of Florida and providing investors with attractive risk-adjusted returns by investing in small to mid-sized residential real estate development projects in high-demand markets around the southeast United States. Number 3 star of the game for the Metro Jets, 2 goals today, the 59, of Noah Chambers. Number 2 star of the game for the Chicago Crush, 1 goal and 2 assists today. For the Chicago Crush, the 97, Nico Dugan. And your number 1 star of the game, 2 goals, 1 assist. For the Chicago Crush, the number 6 of Giovanni Rizzo is your Ocean Blue Development Player of the Game. Coming up next, Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP, against the Chicago Crush, USPHL Premier Play. We'll step aside for 45 seconds to switch over everything. But a final score from Game 1, Chicago Crush 8, Metro Jets 4. You've been watching USPHL Elite Hockey live exclusively on Black Bear TV. Check, check. Ready to go. Going right into it.
We're gonna do warm up then.
I guess one of the scratches forgot to fill up the waters for the 3rd period. So they had absolutely no water.
Why could they have brought it around?
He never went to fill them back up. So what's this announcement from the league?
Can't tell you.
As soon as it comes out, we'll tell you. Can't tell you.
But you can't tell me what.
The following is the presentation of Black Bear Sports Group. Watch the entire 2025-2026 United States Premier Hockey League season exclusively in the new home of USPHL Hockey, Black Bear TV. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome back to Mount Clemens Ice Arena. We're located approximately 30 minutes northeast of Motown, Detroit, in Mount Clemens, Michigan. Game 2 of our Thursday doubleheader here at MCIA. This one in USPHL Premier Play and features a former 2-time USPHL Premier Midwest Division champions and 3-time National Championship Tournament participants, the Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP, who will face off against the Chicago Crush. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the Metro Jets Hockey Club up high in the flight deck, alongside color analyst and Black Bear TV broadcast producer Matt Naiman. And Matt,